Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have a very special video for you. We are all the way in Fukuoka in Karatsu. It's kind of like at the bottom of Japan, and we're here for Japan's Rally Championship Round 2. We're here to see how the young drivers are going to fare that are competing in the Morizo Challenge Cup. Just like this particular driver here, Yonebayashi-san only just recently got his license. In fact, he wasn't able to even compete in round 1, and he arrived halfway through the round with his graduation plaque that he just finished graduating school, and in the following week was about to get his driver's license. You cannot compete in the rally series without an actual driver's license because you need to drive around on the streets between the stages. So it's really cool to see that these drivers are so into the motorsport that the moment they get their license, they're getting straight into the competition. But anyways, all of that aside, let's see how everyone fares out. I'm here with JM Latvala, and he's been brought out to work closely with the drivers from Morizo Challenge. And JM, do you want to just kind of run us through what you're doing here today and how, I guess, the event is going overall?
Yeah, so I'm Jari-Matti Latvala from Finland, and I work usually with the Karatsu Racing World Rally team. I'm a team principal for the team. But this weekend here in Japan, I came to support our rally team here in Japan and working as a team principal as Shinkai-san, who is team principal, have to be away this weekend. So try to support the team and the drivers to make sure that everybody's doing their best.
And then what do you think about the whole concept of the Morizo Challenge?
It's for me, it's a really, really good concept. I used to drive when I was a driver myself, and when I was a young boy, I started a Subaru Cup in Italy. When the cars are the same for everybody, tires are the same for everybody, then you can clearly see the skill levels of the driver, and that is brought up from there. And also, on the other hand, also the expenses are kept in a low level when you can't tune too much the car.
Yeah, it makes it affordable. And I think what I love about it is the younger generation are getting really involved in it too.
Yes.
Being able to bring up that new generation and also be able to coach them and kind of pass that thing down.
Exactly, and now we already see a few female drivers also there, so that's very encouraging.
So as the cars are coming in one by one from the stage they've just competed in, they got to go through a little scrutineering check. They get weighed and checked, and then they get let in to get service. So whether that's tire changing, changing suspension and stuff like that, and setting up for the next stage. As you can see, they're all lined up and waiting. You got Zeal's car, Inaba-san, Otake. Damn, that Yaris looks good. Look at all these guys. All of these 3 cars lined up here are young drivers in the Morizo Challenge Cup, and even more are rolling in now. Gonna be heading in for service. If you guys remember, we caught up with a young dude called Yonebayashi-san, and he still hadn't gotten his driver's license and hadn't finished graduating school yet. But this is the first round he's able to compete. Last round he couldn't compete because you cannot compete in rally in Japan without your driver's license. Well, he's got it now. He graduated, he had his birthday, and then he got his license like the next week, and he's now competing, and he should be coming in any moment. I can't wait to catch up with him. Everyone is back from the final stage for today, getting ready to check in for the final service and prep for tomorrow. And look who we got here. Do?
ちょっと慣れた。
ちょっと慣れた?
まだ抑えて、まだセーブしてる。
Nice. You still got tomorrow?
Yes.
So you'll feel a lot more comfortable, I think, by then?
Yeah, I feel confidence.
Yeah.
For tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good.
Feels good?
The car is good.
Your English is getting better.
Still, I don't have any experience in forest road.
Yeah, but you got lots of experience.
It's first time in All Japan Rally Championship.
It's funny, isn't it? Yeah. The car looks great. Key steering wheel, nice handbrake, Recaro seats, very cool. The stickers look good too, the seal. Yeah, very kakkui, very kakkui. And the suits too, you're looking professional.
Yes.
Otake, どう? いい走った?
So. The feeling is, I don't know why, but bad.
Oh, really?
fighting with the car.
Okay.
But the time is good, so.
Well, it's a service time, so maybe we can figure it out.
Yes, yes.
Your hair looks good.
Yeah.
How you feeling out there, Zeal?
Yeah, it's all right. We're just a few electrical problems, so losing a lot of time, which is quite frustrating. We can't really work around it. It's kind of going into limp mode and won't go over 4,000 RPM. So yeah, we're still sitting okay stage time. So with the problems that we're having, it's okay. It's just frustrating knowing we can be further up the field.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully service time now, so we can get that fixed.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
Awesome, dude. Keep it up.
Thank you.
The pit team on Yonebayashi-san's car is incredible. How they communicate with each other, what's going on. Every nut and bolt is getting torqued. Even the bolts on the calipers, everything. They have like a team that brings the little cartridges out with all the SD cards for the internal cameras and switching those out. So cool. It's how the team works together. I still can't get over the learner badge on the car. So cool. I think what's even cooler than Yonebayashi-san's car getting worked on in the pits is that both of his parents are here. Oka-san to Oto-san cheering him on. The way everything is laid out inside these cars still amazes me. The helmets, all the gear, everything required to change a tire on the side of the road. Later on, what I want to do is actually go to one of the gas station stops that is designated for these guys to gas up their cars while they're going between the stages. So we'll do that later on in the video, but I want to try and capture a little bit more of like going between the stages and what that looks like on the streets. The cars that are competing in the Morizo Challenge Cup really are pretty much stock. Look at that bay. There's really not that much going on except for brakes, coilovers, and a few aesthetic mods and stuff with like mud flaps and guards and whatnot. So straightforward. Oh, looks like he's running an ORC clutch too. Yonebayashi-san heading out to the next stage. Hopefully he's feeling better in the car now. I'm sure he will. It'd be cool to catch up with him at the end. Off he goes. The fit. So this is awesome. JAF has this really cool activation here, and they're teaching kids how to change tires and what to do on the side of the road if ever you need to change tires. Setting up cones, setting up the little flashing lights. They've even gotten this kid's like Toyota Hilux car, retrofitted some hubs onto it so that they can actually mount some small real wheels and tires and lug nuts and everything. Yugo would definitely kill it at this. He's already doing this at the shop pretty much, so. The jack stands too, oh my god, so cute. We are now at a local gas station about 20 minutes away from the service base, because this is the gas station that's been chosen for all the drivers to fill up their cars with. I definitely wanted to make sure I came here to watch them come off the street, fill up, and then head back out to the next stage. They're rolling in. So cool. And then there's just randomly a Lamborghini. What? Seems like they use some kind of like catch can setup with quick release to fill the tank. And they put the pump in that with some kind of grounding strap. Interesting. As I was saying before, these are JN1 level cars, and the Morizo Challenge Cup Series cars are JN2. So that you'll see that this is why these cars all have slash plates on them. It's like a special permission number plate that's given to them so they can drive on the street, because these cars are heavily modified and obviously kind of, you know, can't get shuck-in plates, I believe. Oh, here we go, some more cars coming in. This is so cool. Full-on race cars just pulling into a gas station. Now, the Morizo Challenge Cup cars have arrived. You can already tell, listen to how quiet they are. The JN2 cars. That's got a little bit of a modified exhaust on it, I think. Otake is going to be gassing up too. And just the difference in sound alone is wild. We were talking to some locals at the event when we were getting ready to leave, and they said we had to go to the top of this mountain. It's called Kagami Yama, and the view is apparently spectacular. But I'm also just like, this road looks like the dream road. We've already driven up half of it, and there are so many dog legs. Definitely wish I was in a more of like a sporty car, maybe a Yaris or something, but it is definitely a really fun, nice road to be driving on. But more importantly, I think the view is definitely gonna be banger when we get to the top. I've been getting some glimpses of it through the trees. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll pick the camera back up when we get to the top. We're nearly at the main viewing area. I just noticed all these trees are sakura. They're pretty much finished with their blooming though, because all the leaves are starting to come out. This is what's left of them. The smell, like the scent up here is incredible. It smells just like our cherry blossom air fresheners we sell on SAMMIT.net actually. I just noticed this map, and this is where we are at Mount Kagami, and overlooking this bay area here in these two islands. Hoto Jinja Shrine is here, and this is, I guess, where the main fisheries are. I wish I could read this kanji. One day I will, I promise you, one day I will. Hold me accountable to that. I didn't realize this was such a hard drop off. Oh my gosh, it looks incredible. Wow. This is cool. Yo, I'm getting a little bit of like fear of heights, tiniest bit, just because it's such a hard drop. It's kind of trippy, guys. Nice view. Definitely worth stopping here. I wonder if we can spot where the rally is from here. It should be the boat race place. Karatsu boat race should be somewhere over here. Maybe I can't see it because it's in the tree line here. Man, this is such a good view. It's so clear, even though it's overcast down through in the city. It's like looking at Google Maps, satellite edition, but higher quality. Dang. So if I was visiting Japan, I'd be definitely adding going to this mountain on your schedule or itinerary. And if you're into cars as well, obviously going to the rally rounds, being able to check out the gallery and stuff like that at the certain stages that we're allowed to go to, and then being able to fill it in with tourist stuff like this, it's definitely a no-brainer. When in southern Japan, you have to eat okonomiyaki. It's very easy to make. It's like a savory pancake. They always give you instructions and everything so that you can do it, but it is something you definitely have to try. But essentially, you just want to mix everything together and make this sloppy big batter here. Big pancake batter. Once you got everything all mixed up and it's looking more like a batter with a bunch of veggies and stuff in there, make sure you put your olive oil, make sure you put your oil on the hot plate. You want to spread this oil around. The rest of the meat on top. It's officially been 8 minutes, so it's time to flip this and make sure it's loose. Good oil application, and we're gonna go, oh yeah. Now it's time for the sauce. This bad boy. Just cross it with the mayonnaise. And then top it off with the dry fish shavings. One thing I want to say is don't be scared of like the ingredients that get used, because when they're all combined together, it gives a very unique taste. The dried fish flakes and stuff is absolutely necessary if you want that authentic okonomiyaki like taste. Of course, if you're allergic or anything, don't do it. But I'm just saying, try it with everything that it's meant to be, so you get to try it as the full package. It's worth it. We are currently at the base of Mount Tenzen, which is Sector 8 today. The weather is incredible. Morizo Challenge Cup cars rolling through. It's awesome. There's even these guys set up here, and they're currently rotating their tires to make sure that they're ready for the sector. It's really cool just being able to be out here on a public road and watching these guys heading up and getting ready to do the sector. Now that this stage is over, we started heading back to the boat racing area where the main service area is for the rally. And we came across this little kind of event that they have going on because of the rally that's happening at the mountain. Check this thing out, man. So cool. Look at all the supercars. Japanese Defense Forces here. All the kids are getting involved. There's a live band. Because this round isn't as big as the previous one, there's no like setup screen anywhere that's giving us all the sector times and who's on top. So we'll find that out at the end at the podium, which is kind of nice. I like the suspense. It's kind of old school. But yeah, otherwise though, it's an amazing day. The weather turned out beautiful today, and I think things are looking good. This is a starting line from the service area. This is where all the cars are starting to head out for the last couple sectors of the day. Tour de Kyushu. I love that. Well, the 2-day rally has come to a close. Everyone's coming back in after the final sector. Nice crowd has turned up as well. Something I've noticed while watching all the cars coming in from the final sector and going through the scrutineering and the checks and the post-marshal is that the co-drivers aren't just obviously directing them in the car, they're doing so much more than that. The driver stays in the car, they're dealing with all the paperwork, they're letting the driver know everything that he needs to do to pretty much complete everything for these events. It's kind of cool. I've even seen them, you know, the co-driver is usually the one I saw at the gas station gassing up the car. And then these are the JN2 results. Outta made it again to the podium.
ゼッケン18番ドライバー大倉聡選手、コードライバー豊田浩一選手、ICGR ヤリス D80。
How you doing, Zeal? How you feeling?
Yeah, nah, good. Obviously, second, so we're really happy with that. We've fought through a lot of adversity this weekend. We had car troubles all day yesterday, and as soon as we did it, we won the stage. So we knew the pace was there, and we came up firing again today with a stage win. So we're happy with that, and then I made a mistake on a 2 right on a slight downhill, holding the handbrake a bit long, and then yeah, just went straight into a concrete wall and broke the front bumper. But we got away with that, and yeah, we repaired it. The team did a great job, and then in on the first stage of this last loop, I also got pretty wide on an Armco, and it actually saved us, because if it wasn't there, we would have gone barrel rolling through the gap. That would have perfectly fit our GIR. So yeah, we're really lucky, but yeah, super happy to get second. This one's for the team for sure. They did so much work, and I've added a bit more work with the bumpers and whatnot. But yeah, no, we're really happy, and we know the pace is there. We just need to piece it all together.
And what do you think of this round and the location and the tracks?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Obviously, we're pretty far away from Tokyo, which is where we fly in, so it's cool to explore the whole country really throughout this Morizo Challenge Cup. But yeah, the roads were very challenging. Obviously this morning, overnight it rained, so it made the conditions extremely challenging and a whole nother learning experience for us. But yeah, the roads are very, very cool and super tight and twisty, and definitely a workout for sure.
For sure. Awesome, man. Well, congratulations. I'll see you up on the podium in a little bit.
Thanks, mate.
Well, overall, I think that was a great weekend. Not only did we get to see the rally, not only did we get to see Outta once again on the podium, Zeal, but I think this has been awesome. I have never been able to spend like this amount of time in Fukuoka, also being able to experience a different motorsport, but at the same time, being able to do a bit of touristy stuff around in the local area. It was great. Also, I had probably one of the best okonomiyakis I've had in my life. That was definitely a win. But now it's time to jump into the rental, Toyota roomy. It's not very roomy for someone 6 foot tall. And get to the airport in time to catch my flight back to Tokyo. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Once again, massive thank you to Toyota for inviting me out to these, and I will see you all in the next one. Also, if there's anything else that you want me to cover that's happening with the Japan Rally Championship Series that we're attending this year, like if you want to see some kind of behind the scenes thing, let me know in the comment section. I'm curious to get your feedback.